Hello, everyone. Let us just wait for my co host for today. Just, I will share the stream on Facebook. Wait, hello, guys. Is anyone there? Can you all hear me? Hello, Bruce. Be there in just a minute. Okay. It's very windy today. Very windy today in the Philippines. Wait, guys. Okay, guys, while waiting for my co host, I'm gonna sing you a song first. This is a song requested by a friend. It's an oldie. I'm gonna sing you a song first. Now it's the first time I'll be singing this song online. So I hope you will like this. Why doesn't it have a sound? Hello, team. I'm having technical difficulties. Well, it's not. Ah, my karaoke player is not working, guys. Wait. Oops. Wait.
Hey, yeah, I know that close up view. It's scary. One of me, anyway.
I'm having technical difficulties.
Yeah,
My karaoke player.
yeah.
Went-
Hey, Tim Desiak, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I just wanted to share out the stream before I came up.
I
Yeah.
understand technical difficulties.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Me
Yeah.
me too.
So how's the weather today?
It's
There,
cold.
it's cold. You have
Yes,
snow.
we're having a winter storm here. They call it Winter Storm Heather. That's the name. They've started naming these winter storms, just like they name hurricanes and typhoons and all that. Now they're naming winter storms. And anyway, they named this one Heather, and I guess that's pretty appropriate for it because it's uh, it's gotten very cold here, and I mean it came in here like a vengeance, but it's not
What's the
really packing
temperature?
as much of a punch here where I live as it did in places further north and like up around Memphis. Uh, Actually, this was in North Mississippi. Uh, I was watching a live stream today uh, from somebody that lives up that way, and they were getting like about 8 inches of snow. Yeah, 26 degrees Celsius. Oh, I wish it was that. I wish it was 26 degrees Celsius here. Shoot, it's more like minus something. Let's see. Well, it's minus 3 degrees Celsius. So it's cold. But up where they were, up where uh let's see, it's a Filipino American heart channel is the name of the channel, and the lady that does that, she's a Filipina named Sanita Robertson, and same last name as mine. And anyway, they live up close to Memphis, uh, at a place called Olive Branch. And anyway, they were getting a lot of snow up there. And I also saw a video that one of the local TV stations did uh, from up there, uh, and they were showing. They were doing footage there in a small town up in North Mississippi, a different place, and they were getting a lot of snow up there. Hey, we got Adrian and Brother
Hello,
Sean.
Adrian.
Yeah, Ronald McAdrian and Brother Sean Williams. Yahoo! All right.
Look at the channel.
So anyway, it's cold, cold weather here right now. Hey, JG, howdy, howdy, howdy.
AG.
Yeah. So anyway, uh, yeah, it's been real cold here today, and it's getting colder. It's like I say, it's below freezing out there now. So anyway, I think on the Fahrenheit scale, let's see, it's minus 3 degrees Celsius. Let's see here, what the
Work. I
that
see
would,
here.
yeah, that'll end up being okay. It's 24 degrees Fahrenheit. So anyway, it's cold, and then anyway, it's supposed to get down to 14 degrees Fahrenheit tonight, which is going to be about like 7 degree minus 7 degrees Celsius. So it's extreme cold here, and and I tell you this, it does not get that cold usually here. Uh, yeah, Mark here.
We're gonna work tomorrow, JG. I think
Oh, hey,
JG.
Mark, that's
Uh,
good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah,
Is it called also in
You
Australia?
remember yesterday I challenged Mother Nature to snow here? Well, now it's snowing. Well, Mother Nature took you up on that challenge. And Mother Nature probably decided that, oh, I'll win this one easy. This is a piece of cake.
Hello, Russell.
Hey,
Russell is
Russell, how you doing? I
I
bought my
think
tickets to
so.
Canada yesterday. Oh, wow, cool. Well, I hope you're not planning to go there right now. It's cold up there too. I should have kept my mouth shut.
Are
Well,
you
Mother Nature
are you
was
planning
putting you
to
up
stay
to
on
a
tomorrow
challenge
day?
there, so you took Mother Nature up on the challenge, and Mother Nature did what it does best. So
I'm
yeah.
gonna
Oh,
check.
in July. Okay, yeah, that'll probably be a much better time of year to go. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they got like 8 inches of snow up around Memphis. But here it's just been freezing rain. And actually, out here at my place, I just drove home from my daughter's, and it was getting kind of icy up there in the Jackson area. But once I got uh, out of the or started getting away from the Jackson area and was headed south on the highway toward my house, it wasn't as bad. But when you got temperatures like that out there, it's gonna probably, yeah, we're gonna have some ice, and I'm just hoping and praying that that the power don't go out. You know,
Scuba diving. Look at what Sean said.
Adrian Bruce wants you and him to go scuba diving in the cold lake in Canada. That's what I say. OMGs, Sean.
Don't listen, don't listen to Sean.
Yep, OMG, brother
So,
Sean. Don't listen to him, okay?
first, what's the update? What's the update of you visiting the Philippines?
Well, just there's nothing new. I mean, I'm gonna get over there as soon as I can. Uh, so
Have you
you know,
started your passport?
well, I didn't get a chance to today. I
Mhm.
will. I am going to be working on it, and I'll try to work on it this week if I can. But you got to understand, I've got other things going on here, and all that. So I will be making some progress with it just as soon as possible. Okay.
Are you going to Tennessee, Bruce?
Well, I might. I was planning to go up and meet BT before this thing happened with Wolfen.
Hmm.
So, I was also planning to go to Texas and see my sisters. But I was not only when I go to Tennessee, I was not only planning to meet BT, I was also planning to meet my cousin that lives up there, and then I got another cousin in Georgia, and I was hoping to meet with both of them. And I wanted to do that before I came to the Philippines because, I want to make sure that, I've got my passport, that I've got my, uh, you know, good price on airline and all that. So, it's just, yeah.
Are you going to meet Sean Williams? Because he was
I'm not
not
planning to go skydiving with Sean. You go right ahead, Sean. Yeah.
everything is
See, one of the big things about traveling anywhere now is the airlines. The price of these airline tickets have gone way up from what they were before the pandemic, and so trying to buy a plane ticket, uh, that that may be a bit of a challenge for some people. Bruce, you will wonder how you got things done when you were working. You were going to be very busy in retirement. Well, I already am sort of, because of this thing when that happened with Wolfen. Uh, you know, I mean, all of a sudden I get a message, and it's his wife, his widow, and she's asking me to help her. And you know, I looked into some things for her and found out that she's really gonna have to be the one uh to do what needs to be done. And so BT and I both referred her to an attorney. BT already knew about the attorney, and he actually knows more about that kind of her situation, or what it's going to take to get the you know to get whatever it is she's you know hoping to get.
Does she need to does she need to go to the US, or she can process it
She
here in the
she can
Philippines?
work with these attorneys from the Philippines.
Uh,
I mean, they have helped uh, spouses of veterans, from what I understand, all over the world. So she should be able to get, whatever help she needs without having to travel to the United States to get it done. Anyway, we'll just see what happens. The thing is, you know, uh, they're going to have to be willing to take her case, and which, really, she's got a case. I mean, she's, uh, but you know, they are very experienced uh, at dealing with cases like hers. I have no knowledge of what needs to be done there. So that's why, I told her that you need to get this lawyer that BT had recommended
mhm.
to work on this case for you. And see, she won't have to pay them anything until she gets, uh, compensated. Now, once she gets compensated, then they will receive payment of a percentage of that.
Mm.
Tim says, I got my tickets, and an hour later, the price went up over 1,000. Woo! Dang.
Mhm.
Mm. So anyway, that's that's really all I know. I mean, I've already explained what I know about this, and that there's not really anything else that I'm going to be able to help her with. You know, so it's really going to be up to her now.
Mm.
You know,
That's-
I mean, I'm not going to be, I mean, I'm not going to be able to approach the coroner. I'm not going to be able to approach the funeral home. Uh, she's going to have to get these attorneys involved in this. I've already done enough. So, in fact, I've done all I can do. So it is what it is. We'll just let it be and let's see what happens. Let it go and let the chips fall where they may. Enough said.
I wonder how much is the ticket today going to the Philippines. So Tim got his ticket, and that's for July. So you need
Yeah,
to
and they
purchase it
went up a thousand
ahead.
dollars after he bought it. So yeah, I
Mhm.
know, and I'm going to be working on that. I just I'm sorry if I'm not going as fast as people would like for me to go. I cannot help that. I'm just, but I will get it done, and just
I wonder if there's a website where people check on the cheapest flight, like that.
yeah. Well, I need to get the passport first. So, once I get the passport, then we work on the airline ticket. I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to jump up and go buying a plane ticket and then find out that you know, I, that I wouldn't be able to. That they might see something that I was unaware of, and they may say, "Sorry, Mister Bruce, you don't qualify for or And I mean, I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. And I don't want to. Yeah, it's just something that It'll get done, but I don't need people getting up here trying to pressure me
Mm-hmm.
because that's not going to get it done any faster. Okay,
The
I'll get it
JD.
done. It'll get done just as soon as I can get it done. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
And besides, you know, there are news here that summer will be really very very hot.
Yeah.
So most most don't like to go here this summer. They're gonna wait until June, July, something like that, because we will have drought summer, and it will. They said it will start as early as the last week of January in some
Now,
areas
now
of the Philippines.
I want to ask you a question. What is considered the Philippine summer? Is that
Uh,
what would be what months would be considered the Philippine summer?
like
I've
half
been under the
half of
impression.
March, half
Pardon?
of March, half of March, and half of June. But
Okay, from about the middle of
the
March to about the middle of June.
the
Okay,
hottest will
okay,
be April and May.
okay.
Hottest.
See, I would rather come when it's maybe cool down some. Oh, okay, February through June. So, see, I would rather come over there probably later in the year. I'm thinking that, just without really knowing anything for sure yet, I'm kind of thinking that, well, maybe August, September, uh, October, around that time of year might be a good time to come over there.
But August and September, it's a rainy
I know there's
season.
typhoons and that kind of
Super,
stuff. I know.
super rainy season. There's only hot and rainy there. JG said it's that's true. August
Yeah.
and September, you will just be staying inside the hotel.
Well, anyway, I'll get it done. Just but I don't need people pressuring me to,
Mm.
you know, how much longer? You know, uh, what's the matter with you? You know, why didn't you? I don't need all that. That's not going to get it done. And I'll get it done though. I mean, it's just uh, you know. But yeah, I've had things going on here, and I just haven't been able to, get it done yet. Now
Everywhere.
my son's going on a trip. Him and his girlfriend are going to Italy, and so I may get with him and
Wow.
because he got his passport, so I may get with him and see if he can help me with get through it. But yeah, one step at a time, you know.
JG is going to where JG? Colombia. It's
Only hot, hot and rainy.
only hot, hot and rainy. Sometimes
Anyway,
it,
it'll get done, you know, and I'll come over and yeah, I'll probably. Oh gosh, it wouldn't. Uh, oh yeah, Russell, I know. I There's been some bad stuff going on over there, and now there's other countries getting involved in the situation over there, and you know, there's starting there's another conflict starting up in the Red Sea, and you know, and it's involving I think it's a group out of Yemen and the oh wow, I hear sounds like sleet hitting the roof out there. Anyway,
when JG visited, he had experienced earthquake in Davao. Was that
well,
in
you know,
Davao? G? It's still
I just want to say something here, JG. If you lived in Mississippi, you would love those late afternoon thunderstorms, man. They're miraculous when they happen because it goes from you're just extremely hot, and then the you know one of those storms comes along, temperature cools down about 15-20 degrees, and then it feels nice outside. But what we got going on out there right now, uh-uh. Earthquakes and typhoons.
I think JG had a video where there's an earthquake at the pool when he was in Davao.
Oh yeah, I know. There some of the cargo ships are going around the Cape of Good Hope down uh, below South Africa, down there around South Africa, in order to get around all that. They because there's been ships that have been getting attacked in there. You know, and these were ships that normally would go through the Suez Canal. So,
I haven't looked into that news. Bruce. I haven't done any uh YouTubing lately. I've been busy. As Gigi said, yeah, I was in studio relaxing poolside under window joke.
oh wow.
Yeah, I remember
Well,
that.
I'm not going to ride a duck. Tim and I are not riding no ducky ride.
Um,
Oh boy.
how about there in the US the meetups, Bruce? Are you gonna go to meetups?
Am I going to what now?
Like Gary, I think Gary is organizing a meetup, right?
Yeah, they're going to Texas. Actually, they're going down there this weekend, and they could not have picked a worse weekend to go. I myself, I mean, no, I'm not going down there. Not for that, because after this winter, uh, this cold weather snap. goes through. There's another one coming right behind it, and it's going to be here, I think, around Friday, and that's when they're planning to go down for that meet up down there with Devil Dog.
Ah,
And I don't know. I mean, I know where Devil Dog lives. He's down in Houston, Texas. It is further south, and yeah, it might rain, but they may not get snow. But we don't know what they're going to get. You know. And I was just like, why did y'all want to go in January, man? It seems like y'all could have at least waited till March or April, to do something like that. So they say they're going to do one next year, and I'm kind of like, well, if I'm able, I'll try to go next year, you know. But I don't want to go in January. Now, last year it was different because the weather was mild, but there had been some over in Texas. There had been like some drought conditions. Now, I did go to Texas last year, but I went to visit my sisters who are in the Austin, Texas area. And we even spent one day down in San Antonio. And there's a lot of people up here that would love for me to come and meet up with them and everything. And I'm probably not gonna have time to do it.
take care, Russell.
Okay, Russell, you take care. Good to see you. Oh yeah, and I got a black light that and so I'll be hanging that that glass up that Russell gave me. I'll be hanging it up and putting a black light on it.
That was really very beautiful.
It should look good. The black light does enhance the looks of those things tremendously. Black light, blue light, I guess, just and it really does. It makes it look really well, really good. Oh yeah, I know. Well, I haven't done it yet, Russell. I went over to my daughter's today, but I did buy a black light. I just haven't. I'm gonna hang it up in here, and but I've got to uh, put up a hanger and then hang the picture, and then I'll put the black light up, and we'll check it out. I might actually do that while I might try to work on that tomorrow. Uh, if I'm stuck here at home, and as long as the electricity doesn't go out or the pipes freeze. Actually, if the pipes froze, I would be okay as far as water goes because I've got a few cases of water here. Plus, I've got some jugs of water too. So I wouldn't be doing without, but I wouldn't, I probably wouldn't be able to take a bath either or a shower. And, but I'd still be able to brush my teeth and just do the little things like that. Oh yeah, I know. I know. I remember you sent me a picture of it, and it does. It looks really good. So I'm anxious to get this thing up in here and let people see it. And I'm gonna put it in my living room in there. I found a place in my living room I'm wanting to hang it, and then I can put that black light on, mount it down up underneath it, and have it shining back up on it. Is what I'm thinking I'll end up doing. let's see, when I was a little boy, my brother, uh, me, if I see the purple light on, don't go in his room, it meant he had, oh boy. Of course, then I didn't know what that meant. Oh, okay. He must have been very young. Yeah. For me, it was so cold today. I was standing outside Bruce's door this whole time last year, knocking and knocking. Bruce thought I was Simba from. Well, brother Sean, if you really did that, I was probably at work that day. Oh, 4 or 5. Yeah, you didn't know what you didn't
So
know.
innocent. Me, I don't know if I will travel. Things have changed. Things have changed. My father started to complain about his arthritis, and my son started to do more steaming, vocal steaming, and he totally changed, and uh, a psychologist told me that it happens to it happens to kids with autism. Suddenly they change their attitudes, like that. And every time there's change, I do panic because it's all new to me, and I try to talk to mothers that has kids with autism, so I'm able to understand. It's hard. He's gone taller than me, so I wanted to bring him to like we used to. We eat in fast food, or go to amusement park, just me and him. But now I cannot do that anymore because sometimes he will run. I'm not able
Oh,
to.
is that your son?
Yeah, he runs so fast now. I think he's gone 5'6" with the height.
Yeah, he's a growing teenage boy.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
do, man. When they get to be teenagers, man, boys, they start getting bigger and stronger, and they can run a
Mhm.
lot faster, and they're going from being boys to being men.
taller than you.
And JJ, a cat taller than you am.
I used to have a student driver's license, but JG, you've seen Manila. I'm too nervous to drive in Manila. JG, you've seen, especially the motorcycles. It goes your left side, your right side in front of you.
Oh yeah.
I'm too nervous to drive.
Well, it sounds like it's not sleeting
I
out there
tried
now.
to learn. I tried to learn when I lived in the province of La Union. It's so easy to learn driving there because less traffic and not not much people around. I used to I used to have my driving lessons at the airport area or the port side. Uh, I
Okay.
forgot how it's called. The Poro Point. It used to be a military base, and it's where I practiced driving when I was in La Union.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's long time ago. So I didn't have the professional driver's license because when I transferred to back to Manila, I was scared. I was scared.
Well, the best way to overcome the fear of driving is going to be to drive.
Mm,
Otherwise you're going, if you don't drive, and you'll end up remaining afraid of it.
true.
And yeah, that's the best way to overcome fears like that. Like let's just say if you had a fear of uh yeah, yeah, that's the best way. If you had a fear of swimming, best way to get over that fear is to just get out there and swim. You know, yeah. Hey, over 50, how are you doing?
Hello, over 50. Thank you for coming. Happy New Year. Mhm. You know,
Yeah, you just got
you
to
know,
get out there and do it. I
here in
used
the
to have a
Philippines
fear of diving
nowadays,
off the diving board, and
nowadays, uh, Bruce, here in the Philippines, you need to take the driving lesson before you get a
oh
driver's
yeah,
license. Before it's not like that. You can learn how to drive by your own, and then you take the test. If you pass the test, uh, they give you a driver's license. But nowadays, it's different. You need to go to a driving school, it's,
oh okay.
and it's
Well,
really too expensive. I think here in my place, it's 6,000 pesos. That's how much,
okay.
120.
Wow, yeah, I was gonna say that's a little over $100, about $120, isn't it?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
driving test. It depends on what I think what car you can use. Depends on the you can choose the model of the cars like that.
Oh, well, after seeing some of the driving that goes on over there, I probably ought to get a tank. Oh boy, I'm just joking though.
Hmm.
I've seen crazy drivers right here in Mississippi. And some of these guys out here, they get like pickup trucks, and of course they want it to sound loud, and all that kind of stuff. And oh shoot, you just
That's good.
I have to just kind of shake my head at what some of these guys will do. You know, it just and it's these young people that do it. Like there'd be you know 16, 17, 18 years old, and maybe a little older than that. And of course they want it to sound like something you'd go out on a drag strip in or something. And
Mhm.
yeah.
And one one thing you haven't done is to go to far provinces like Cebu, Davao, where is MK Iloilo like that. I haven't crossed uh Visayas in Mindanao. I only had
MH did some videos of them going down the road, and out in the country, like in the province, like where she is. Uh, it looked like the driving really wouldn't be that bad. Where I would see that people might have problems are in like big cities.
probably if I will travel Visayas, it will be Cebu first because the the fare is not that expensive compared to if you're going to Davao, Iloilo. It's cheaper to go to Cebu. So probably this my first uh place to visit in Mindanao, if ever. I'm thinking of it. I talked to my cousin if she can go with me. So
Okay.
I, I still don't know when, but I'm thinking about it. It's either we will, because Bruce, I check it if I will travel by ship or by plane. The difference is not very much. So I mean, you I can enjoy traveling by ship, but it's faster if it's in a plane.
Oh yeah, yeah. It'll be faster if you go on a plane.
Because I
Oh,
check the difference is not really that much. Travel by kabayo.
but it gets down to your preference. I mean, if you're just traveling around there in the Philippines, uh, there in some cases it might be better to just go by boat. If you're not going, too terribly far. But let's just say if you were going from where you live down to Mindanao or Cebu or Iloilo, you may want to fly, rather than try to travel by boat. So I would say it just depends on how far the distance is, and also what's available there too. Because I know some of those islands over there are quite small and they don't have very many people on them, and I've learned a little bit about just about it. I don't. There's a lot I don't know, but that's what I'm just kind of guessing. Now, personally, myself, I like to travel by car
Mm-hmm.
simply because I mean I know it takes longer, but you get to see the sceneries and stuff. Especially
Mm-hmm.
if you go into a certain scenic areas. But if you take a plane, you'll fly right over that stuff. And when you look out the window, a lot of times you can't even tell what you just know that, well, I see a lot of trees.
But here in the Philippines, there are places you can travel by land. Yeah, because
Hmm.
we're an archipelago. We're surrounded by waters.
Yeah,
So there are places you can't reach car, and unless you bring your car in a ship. Some people do that. So when they go to the place, they have their own car.
right.
Mm. I took a bus there, kind let's see, 70, 80, 90 music playing. It was a nice experience.
Wow, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
But in Luzon, I've traveled most of the city and towns in Luzon, from the north part, in the Ilocos. But I haven't reached Sis Mars. She's like far far north
Oh
Mars.
yeah, yeah. Mars and let's see, Franceschi's up in that same area too, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, Up there in the extreme north part of Luzon,
I think
where he's
uh,
from.
from from Manila to Mars, it's gonna take like 10 to 14 hours drive.
Wow.
Yeah, so far. Because in La Union, it takes 6 hours, and then from La Union to Ilocos, it's 6. So it's really, I've reached only up to the Ilocos region.
Yeah, they probably don't have like the kind of roads we have here because I can't help but believe that if you had like the American interstate highways that we have here over there, that you could probably cut the travel time down to probably half of what it is right now. And from what I've heard about it, uh, yeah, a lot of times you do. You in certain places you'll encounter some very heavy traffic along the way. The roads are probably 2 lane, whereas if you had like say like the interstate highways that we have here, you would probably even bypass a lot of the smaller towns and stuff. Whereas over there, you probably have to go through each individual town, and that's kind of how travel was here back many years ago. Uh, before they built the interstate highways, uh, they, you know, they had 2 lane highways that, and yeah, you'd have to slow down going through the towns and stuff like that. Let's see, Bruce, how do you handle 90s and humid weather? Uh, well, you got to stay hydrated for one thing, and because if you don't, you could get too hot out in that, and but also if if you have to be out in it for several hours, yeah, you got to stay hydrated. Now if you're where you can get out of the heat and get into some air conditioning, that would be the recommended thing to do. Would be not to stay out in it no more than you have to. Let's see,
JG
Tim.
stayed in Pasay. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. The hotel H2O. Right, JG?
Oh, okay. Tim says it takes me about 2.5 hours to go to my doctor appointment. And
Pasay.
what is that? Pasay
Pasay City. It's where the airport is.
Bay City from
It's where
Angela.
the airport, Manila airport is. Pasay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A very busy city. One of the city that never sleep. Bruce. I mean, you go out in the middle of the night. Lots of people there. Right?
Oh, where's that? Angela. What is it?
The Pasay City, Manila.
Oh, okay. It
One
never
of the
sleeps,
city in
huh?
the Philippines that never sleeps. Yes, you go 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and still there's a lot of people. You know.
Yeah. JG, yeah, I would recommend that. Yeah, if you have to stay out in the heat,
Mhm.
drink plenty of water or anything that will help you stay hydrated. Oh, even if it has uh let's see, oh, what do they call them? I can't think of electrolytes. Electrolytes, yeah. You probably would do good to find some kind of a drink that's got electrolytes in it. Uh, but yeah, if you have to stay in the heat, and yeah, electrolytes. That's right. Uh, yeah, you got to stay hydrated, or it'll kill you. Yeah, I mean, maybe not literally, but you could have a heat stroke.
I haven't seen the man-made beach there in the Dolomite Beach in Pasay City. I haven't seen the.
Yeah, Gatorade. Uh huh. And somebody was telling me to get some Pedialyte. That it's got electrolytes in it.
JJ.
Well, if you go down the street for cigs,
The video of that.
like I stepped out of the shower. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what happens, and if you're out in 90 degree heat, that in high humidity, it's actually going to feel hotter uh, in those kind of conditions than the actual temperature. Let's just say now here in Mississippi, just for example, if it's 95 degrees outside, it's going to feel like it's maybe 105 degrees out there. Now, I've heard some people say, oh, that's all ludicrous about, heat indexes and stuff like that. Well, you know, maybe it is, but that's what you know, uh, the so-called modern weathermen or, meteorologists say about it is they say it's the heat index, and they'll issue warnings and stuff, to stay hydrated if you're out in it and all that kind of stuff, you know. Yeah, you're going to drip sweat. There's no way around that, you know. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Sweating is actually supposed to be good for you as long as you don't overdo it, you know, because you're actually getting rid of uh, like certain things that are in your body. It helps you to get rid of that stuff, So, sweating some is not going to hurt you, you know. When I when there's been times when I've had to get out here and mow, and yeah, I'd be sweating, but you better believe I'd have water. Uh, I'd have plenty of water handy, and so I would stay hydrated. You know, yeah, yeah, Gatorade is good for that.
You will turn really very red,
Mm.
Bruce,
That's why I didn't mind it.
because it's so
Mine when it rained there, I just let it rain on me and cool me down. Yeah, I've done that here. If I've been out in the heat for like several hours or something, I would let it rain on me. I loved it. I remember when we were kids, if we had a real bad storm come along, uh, we'd get out there and play in that stuff. You know, had a good old time. You know, get out there, be barefoot, and just be wearing a pair of shorts. And get out there and play in the rain. Yeah, purpose of sweating is to cool down the body. Exactly. Yeah, that's why we do sweat is to cool us down when we get too hot. So it's uh it's something. It's one of those things that have been given to us to do. Uh, it's just part of the human body. The nature of the human body uh, is sweating. When you get too hot,
yeah, so
and
you need to buy 100% cotton shirts, Bruce. It's really very hot here. Like you're gonna be shocked.
oh yeah, yeah.
You
Uh,
need to and and have
what's
some
that say?
uh,
Let's see. Hold on. What? Bruce, does that mean you are all washed out? Oh no, not me. Oh boy.
because I've listened to some foreigners that went here and they said I'm not going to go back there during summer, and it's super hot for them. Probably unless you live in Florida, right, Bruce? I mean, Florida's the I don't
Well,
know. Just Todd said that it is like same temperature here,
yeah, I mean
in
Florida,
Florida.
uh difference between Florida and Mississippi, there's not that much difference. I don't think Florida probably gets more breezes because it's got oceans on both sides of it down in the peninsula, and even in the panhandle you got you know, breezes coming off the Gulf of Mexico.
I wonder I wonder how hot it can get in Florida. Because here it's 48 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit. They said 48 eh. And that's in the Ilocos region. 48 C2F is 118.4 Fahrenheit. So Bruce, thank you so much for joining me. It's been an hour. Time flies so fast.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Are you I'm sorry, I'm getting messaged here. Are you about to end the stream?
Philippines. Yeah, I because it's lunchtime. Lunchtime. Oh. Had 2 weeks.
Okay, so it's about lunchtime. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Are you
Well, I
are you
enjoyed
gonna?
it. Uh yeah, y'all you take care and oh gosh, she's still messaging. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and hop down. She's sending me messages. So let me go ahead and go and I'll see you later, okay?
Okay, thanks, Bruce, for joining. Bye
Oh
now.
yes, you're welcome. All right. Bye bye.
So, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. See you next time. I hope you started your new year very nice. Who's she? Yeah, who's she? Bruce, who's that? Probably we know who that is. Thank you so much, Tim, for joining the chat. JG. Thank you so much, Sean. Adrian Gibson was here a while ago. I mean, earlier. Russell, thank you so much for joining. Who else was here? Over 50 was here also. Adrian, there. Over 50. And all uh, at the background. Watch. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day, everyone. Take care.